Ever feel like you're constantly pushing and like forcing things to go your way?
Yeah.
What if I told you there's a better way?
Hmm.
A path to like living with more ease and intention. So today we're diving into Stoicism
All right.
and uncovering these practical techniques to stop forcing things in your life.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and it's fascinating how this philosophy, developed centuries ago,
Right.
still has so much relevance today.
It really does.
Instead of that go get 'em or like hustle harder mentality,
Yeah.
Stoicism offers a different perspective,
Mhm.
one that encourages us to find strength and clarity by accepting what we can't control.
That's a really good point.
Yeah. And we're not just talking theory here. We're
Okay.
going to break down 10 actionable methods that you can start using right away to experience more peace and fulfillment in your daily life.
I like it.
So the first method focuses on living fully in the present moment.
Okay.
Think about how often our minds are elsewhere, dwelling on the past or worrying about the future.
Yeah.
Stoicism reminds us that the present is all we truly have. It's like when you're rushing through your to-do list and you completely miss the beautiful sunset
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
happening right outside your window.
I've done that.
Stoicism encourages us to savor those simple moments,
Yeah.
to truly experience them without letting distractions pull us away.
That makes a lot of sense.
And there's this powerful practice
Okay.
that can help us cultivate this present moment. Awareness. It's mindfulness.
Mindfulness.
Yeah, and it's not just about paying attention.
Yeah.
It's about observing our thoughts and emotions without judgment.
I see.
Yeah, it's about creating that space between ourselves and our thoughts.
Right.
So we're not constantly swept away by them.
Okay.
Imagine you're stuck in traffic.
Uh-huh.
Instead of getting frustrated, you take a deep breath.
Okay.
You acknowledge that feeling of annoyance
Yeah.
and choose to shift your focus to something more positive. And this ties in with another Stoic practice.
Okay. What's that?
Understanding the impermanence of life. Everything changes.
Mm-hmm.
Our circumstances, our emotions, even our physical bodies.
It's true.
It's like the famous saying,
What is it?
no man ever steps in the same river twice.
Oh, yeah. I've heard that one.
It's a reminder that clinging to things as they are only creates suffering.
That's deep.
This concept of impermanence can be incredibly liberating.
Okay.
When we understand that nothing lasts forever, we can appreciate the good times even more, knowing they won't last.
Right.
And we can face challenges with more resilience, knowing they too will pass.
I see.
And this leads us to the third method,
All right.
which is all about acceptance.
Acceptance.
Now, this isn't about passively resigning ourselves to difficult situations.
Okay.
It's about acknowledging reality as it is
Uh-huh.
and choosing our response wisely.
Choosing how we respond.
Yeah, the Stoics believe we have control over our thoughts and actions,
Okay.
but not over external events.
That's interesting.
So acceptance is about focusing on what we can control,
Okay.
like our attitude, our effort, our choices,
Got it.
rather than wasting energy on things we can't change.
Right.
Imagine you've been working really hard on a project and it just falls apart at the last minute.
I hate when that happens.
It's easy to get caught up in the frustration and blame,
Yeah.
but a Stoic approach would be to acknowledge the disappointment,
Okay.
accept that the situation is out of your control,
Right.
and then focus on what you can do next.
All right. So what could you do?
Maybe salvaging parts of the project,
Okay.
or learning from the experience,
Mm-hmm.
or simply moving on to something new.
I like that approach.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Acceptance doesn't mean giving up.
Okay.
It means choosing a more empowering response
Right.
to challenging situations.
I see.
And that brings us to the fourth method,
Okay. Number 4.
which is closely related. It's letting go.
Letting go.
This one really resonates with me.
Yeah.
It's about releasing those burdens we carry.
Okay.
Past regrets, anxieties about the future,
Yeah.
things we wish we could change but can't.
I feel that.
The Stoics had a powerful analogy for this.
Oh, what is it?
Holding onto a hot stone.
Okay.
The longer you hold on,
Yeah.
the more you burn yourself.
Ouch.
Letting go is about recognizing when something is causing us pain
Right.
and choosing to release our grip on it.
I see.
It's about acknowledging that sometimes the most courageous and compassionate thing we can do for ourselves
Yeah.
is to simply let go.
That's powerful.
Now, this doesn't mean we ignore our problems or responsibilities.
Okay.
It's about recognizing the difference between what we can and cannot control.
Right.
We can't control the past,
Yeah.
but we can choose to learn from it and move forward.
Uh-huh.
We can't control other people's actions,
Nope.
but we can control our own responses.
That's true.
And that's where the power of Stoicism really shines through.
Yeah.
It gives us a framework for navigating life's challenges
Okay.
with more clarity,
Mhm.
resilience, and inner peace.
I like that. And speaking of finding peace, that brings us to the fifth method, using silence effectively.
Okay.
In today's world, we're constantly bombarded with noise and information.
It's like our minds are always buzzing,
Yeah.
jumping from one thought to the next.
It's true.
But Stoicism teaches us that silence can be a powerful tool
Okay.
for self-discovery and growth.
It really can.
Think about it. When was the last time you truly experienced silence?
That's a good question.
Not just the absence of external noise,
Yeah.
but the stillness of your own mind.
I admit that's something I struggle with.
Yeah.
My mind tends to race, even when I'm trying to relax.
That's a common experience,
Yeah,
especially in our fast-paced world.
it really is.
But cultivating silence, even for a few minutes each day,
Okay,
can have a profound impact on our well-being.
I can see that.
It allows us to connect with our inner selves,
Yeah.
to hear our intuition,
Mm.
and to gain clarity amidst the chaos.
So it's not just about being quiet externally, it's about creating that inner stillness.
Exactly.
And this ties in with the sixth method,
Okay,
enjoying the journey, not just the outcome.
I like that.
We live in a culture that's obsessed with goals and achievements,
Right.
always striving for the next big thing.
It's like we're constantly climbing a mountain,
Yeah.
focused solely on reaching the peak,
Uh-huh.
but forgetting to appreciate the view along the way.
Precisely.
Stoicism reminds us that the journey itself is just as important as the destination.
It's about finding joy and meaning in the everyday moments, in the process of learning and growing, even in the face of setbacks.
So how do we actually shift our mindset to appreciate the journey more?
One way is to cultivate gratitude for the small things.
Okay.
The seventh method focuses on finding joy in the simplest things. A warm cup of coffee,
Oh, yeah.
a sunny day, a genuine connection with someone.
It's about retraining our minds to notice and appreciate those little things
Yeah,
that we often take for granted.
exactly. And this practice of gratitude
Okay.
leads us to the eighth method,
All right.
the art of gratitude itself.
Gratitude.
Gratitude is more than just saying thank you.
Wow.
It's a way of being,
A way of being.
a lens through which we view the world.
It's about actively seeking out and acknowledging the good
Yeah.
in our lives, even when things are tough.
The Stoics believed that gratitude was essential for happiness.
Really?
It helps us shift our focus away from what we lack and towards what we have,
I see.
fostering contentment and appreciation for the present moment.
And this brings us to the ninth method.
Right, number 9.
Appreciating solitude.
Solitude.
This might seem counterintuitive
Yeah.
in a world that emphasizes connection and social interaction.
It does.
But solitude, spending time alone with our thoughts, is essential for self-reflection and growth.
Absolutely.
It allows us to connect with our inner selves,
Yeah.
to understand our values,
Okay.
and to gain clarity on our life's direction.
I can see how that would be beneficial.
Yeah,
But for many people, solitude can feel lonely or even scary.
that's understandable.
Yeah.
But the Stoics viewed solitude not as loneliness,
Okay.
but as a form of empowerment.
Empowerment.
It's about choosing to spend time with ourselves,
Mm-hmm.
to explore our inner landscape without distractions.
So it's about embracing that time alone
Right.
as an opportunity for self-discovery and growth.
Exactly.
And finally, the 10th method
Okay, the last one.
focuses on aligning our actions with our values.
Okay.
Stoicism is not just a philosophy of acceptance and letting go.
Uh-huh.
It's also about living a virtuous life,
Okay.
about acting in accordance with our deepest principles.
So it's about figuring out what truly matters to us.
Right.
Like honesty, kindness, courage, justice. And then making choices that reflect those values in our daily lives.
Precisely. It's about living with intention and purpose, striving to be the best version of ourselves.
Yeah.
Not for external validation,
Okay.
but for our own inner fulfillment.
It's really inspiring to see how these Stoic principles can help us create a more meaningful and fulfilling life.
Yeah, and it's not about achieving some perfect state of Stoic wisdom.
Right.
It's about incorporating these practices into our daily lives, one step at a time.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into these 10 methods for stopping forcing things, I'm curious what resonated most with you.
For me, it's the interplay between acceptance and letting go.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Accepting what we can't control
Yeah.
and then letting go of those burdens.
It can create a profound sense of freedom.
It's like we're releasing that tight grip on the things that are causing us stress and allowing ourselves to flow with life's currents a bit more.
And that ties in beautifully with the other methods we've discussed.
Yeah.
Living in the present moment. Right.
Cultivating gratitude, finding joy in the simple things.
They all work together to create a more balanced and harmonious way of being.
If you do.
So for those of you listening, we encourage you to reflect on these 10 methods and see which ones resonate with you most.
What small step can you take today
Yeah.
to incorporate these Stoic principles into your life?
Maybe it's starting a mindfulness practice,
Okay.
spending some time in solitude, or simply focusing on what you're grateful for.
Remember, Stoicism isn't about becoming a perfect sage overnight.
Yeah.
It's about making small, consistent choices
Yeah.
that align with these principles.
And over time, those small choices can have a ripple effect,
You really can.
transforming the way you experience the world and navigate its challenges.
Stoicism offers a profound path to inner peace and resilience.
It does.
And as we conclude this deep dive, we invite you to continue exploring this ancient wisdom,
Remember, you have the power to choose how you respond to life's challenges.
to let go of what you can't control, and to find joy and meaning in each present moment.
Until next time, keep seeking those life codes that unlock your greatest potential.
We'll see you in our next deep dive up.